All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what to do. We got the king of Alabama. We got the one, the only Alabama Kenny live right here on the line. How are you doing this evening?
Man, I'm good. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Shout out to everybody that's listening.
I gotta ask,
So
man.
right now, taking it easy.
Oh man, same here. You know what I mean? Just trying to stay positive during this during this terrible pandemic we got going on, man. Like, how's everything on your end out in Alabama?
Man, it's been crazy, but I pretty much been, quarantined like everybody else. We get out here and there, just like everybody else, man. I mean, when it first started happening, it was real crazy. But like right now, I think people, they're doing more right now. Now, personally, I can say this. Last year, I've been telling everybody this. Last year, they shut a lot of stuff down. Shit, this year, I'm going all the way in, as far as my life period, not just music, life period, man, because last year was crazy, so tell them get me this time, this year. That's my little personal answer, man. It's been crazy. That's about it.
I most definitely agree, man. 2021 isn't as bad of a year, but, I don't, knock on wood. I don't want to toot the own horn, or my own horn here, but we are pretty early, so I better stop while I'm ahead.
Right.
But I gotta ask you there, Kenny, like, taking you back to the very beginning of your career, like, what actually inspired you to actually get into the music industry initially?
What inspired me? Just the music itself. When hip-hop first came along, we were breakdancing, too. We might have been a little later than New York or whatever, East Coast, but man, we were breakdancing too. We were getting cardboard out of the garbage cans and spinning on our backs with the cardboard and pop blocking and doing the talent shows. It was really the music and the whole culture, from the beginning. So, of course, I had musicians in my family, still do, like my dad. My mom's a writer. My dad, he's a singer. Nothing major, but, yeah, it's talent all through my family. But, the short answer is just hip-hop, period. When hip-hop came along, it kind of chose me. I never really did just say, I want to be this rapper, I want to be this big rapper, or shit, the music just took over. Just went from there.
And I gotta ask you, man, when you said you were doing breakdancing and whatnot, man, do you still, like, try pull out, you know what I mean, like the cardboard today and actually do, and do some breakdancing, or is that just something that you're like, man, I'm too old for this stuff now?
Oh yeah. Oh, not at all. I'll still break dance now. Everybody, don't get it twisted. I still break dance, but I don't think there's no dancing better than break dancing. So, but I'm not spinning on my head no more, doing windmills and none of that. Nah, that's over with.
Hey, I actually seen some individuals, man, that did it back in the day, and they're still doing windmills at the age of like 50 and 60, and it's like, damn, man, like, how do you do that?
Okay. Well, that made me feel kind of bad then.
I'm gonna be honest though, you know what I mean? Like, I just think those people are kind of like crazy doing that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they're just really flexible and they can actually do that. But I don't know, man. If me at that age, if I could just actually walk at that age, man, I'll be happy.
Right. Yeah, some people out here doing amazing things, man.
And also, man, I read on Facebook as well that you actually did some producing as well for Cool Breeze of the Dungeon Family. I was wondering, how did yourself and Cool Breeze actually meet? And of course, man, what was it like actually doing production work for him?
I mean, I've always wanted to work with, any member of the Dungeon Family, period. And me staying in Atlanta and back and forth in Atlanta, I was always giving people my beats and, just letting people hear my stuff and giving out my beat CDs, and I just got wind of a beat CD and heard some stuff that he liked, and it started from there. And we did a few solo tracks. Like I said, I did both of his solo tracks on the Calhoun album, and which was one of his groups. And we were working on his new solo album too. And his new solo album that we were working on, it was nice, man. I can't lie. I think about it to this day. It was coming along real nice. So. But it was a real good experience, you know what I'm saying, working with Cool Breeze. We were getting it in, and
And I gotta ask, man, did yourself and Cool Breeze, do you guys still, like, do you talk and do your thing today? Like, do you have any new projects coming out with him?
No, I haven't talked to him. It's been some years. And, ever since I left Atlanta, as far as staying over there, it's been some years, so I don't really know what he's doing right now, but you know, yeah, we had some nice things going, man, some nice songs. And everybody need to check out that Calhoun's album. Like I said, I produced RGDG, short for Rap Game, Dope Game, and a song called Apartments. So.
And I gotta say, Rap Game, Dope Game, man, is a phenomenal track in my opinion, man. One of my absolute favorites off that record.
Which one?
Rap Game, Dope Game.
Man, listen, I love that song. When I put the post up the other day, you know, a lot of people were saying that they love Apartments. I like Apartments too because of its conversation, but I love RGDG. I mean, it's like a blueprint kind of for the rap game, really. If you really listen to it, once you listen to his lyrics, it's a blueprint. So yeah,
I most definitely agree. That song most definitely puts you up on some game.
Right. A lot of game.
And also, man, I actually saw as well that you actually created your own magazine titled Down Here a few years ago. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about that, and of course, what actually made you decide to actually start up your own magazine?
Just me again having to create our own media. If I can, you know, put it like that. I always thought about. I love promotion. I love promoting, marketing, branding. So I was always thinking of ways to put myself out here. You know, and I knew one way was controlling the media because I was a big fan of hip-hop magazines, period. You know, I would always go in the stores, check out the source, check out all the hip-hop magazines, and I kind of figured out, like, you know, I got to get some of this media, so since they not, you know, recognizing us, let's put our own magazine out. So that's what I did, so, yeah.
And I have to ask as well, is that magazine still going today? Because I do know, unfortunately, a lot of magazines are just going obsolete due to the times.
Right. And yeah, I thought about putting another one out, maybe online or something like that. You know, but it's a timing thing for me, so I'm trying to do it. I got a whole lot of my pot right now, so maybe in the near future we'll put out another one.
And I have to ask, what pertaining to your magazine, like obviously, you know, you must have had a lot of cool individuals as being able to be featured on your magazine cover. Like, which one is your most notable cover that you sat back and was like, damn, man, I actually got this guy on the cover of my mag?
Oh, Pastor Troy. It was the second issue. The first issue was black and white. The second issue was full color. We had Pastor Troy on the front, and it was coming along. It was coming along. So yeah,
hey,
it was
man,
a nice experience, man. It's called Down Here.
I was gonna say, you cannot go wrong with Pastor Troy, man. Such a phenomenal individual.
Right. Oh yeah. He's a superhero in the hip hop game, especially in Southern rap. He's one of the superheroes. Definitely. Mm-hmm.
And also, I noticed as well that you actually have your own production company called Dirty Beats. I was wondering, can you tell our listeners a bit more about that company? And of course, how can our listeners get a hold of you if they want to purchase some of your services?
Okay, Dirty Beats is my production company. I've been doing beats for over, 20 plus years. You can get in touch with me. You can email me at getdirtybeats@gmail, or, you know, directly on Facebook, DM me on Instagram. I'm definitely working on a lot of beats right now. I got a lot, and I'm working on beats every day. So I got a lot of production. So if y'all need anything, holler at me. getdirtybeats@gmail, GETDIRDYBEATZ, as in zoo, not the S.
Most definitely. I knew I had to bring that up as well, Kenny, because we have a lot of individuals that are artists that actually listen to the station. So, you know, hopefully, you know, some artists hit you up. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, come with a budget. You know what I mean? Because it's going to charge you.
That's right. I got you, though. I got you. That's right. Original beats. You know what I'm saying? You have your original beats that haven't been online for 3 years. However y'all want to do it, I got you.
And also, man, the one thing I've always wanted to ask you was, because I remember back in the day picking up the movie American Bad Boy, and I remember that you actually had 2 songs featured in that Cat Williams movie. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about that, man, and how did you actually get connected with that Cat Williams project?
Oh, So yep, that was through the big homie, Big D Entertainment, and a couple years back, yeah, he hit me up. He actually he's always sending me stuff. You know, I got this going on. Do you want to send something to this person? Do you want to send something to that person? So that's what I did. They chose 2 songs, and there you go. I was proud of that. I was proud of that moment too. You know, anything with Cat Williams is great. So shout out to Big Z for that plug, and everybody else who made it happen.
Cat Williams is like my favorite comedian of all time, man. Did you get the opportunity to meet Cat Williams, or was it just kind of like over the internet? You submit some songs and they kind of pick from the pile.
Yeah, that situation was over the internet, but I have met him in Atlanta, actually in Lenox Mall. Man, that's a cool dude. That's a real cool dude. He actually stopped and he was cool. He was cool, man.
I heard he was. I heard he was pretty wild in real life. Like I heard he was pretty wild. You know what I mean? Like when you actually meet him. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it was a part in his life, because I do know he went through some hard times a while back as well. Like when you met him, was he like a wild guy, or was he just kind of like, you know, just on his pimp shit?
Yeah, he was kind of on his pimp shit. He wasn't really wild. He was, you know, friendly. He was talking or whatever. He wasn't, you know, I don't know high Hollywood shit, but yeah, he was cool people. He was cool people.
Hey, man, most definitely. I gotta say, first and foremost, Alabama Cat, I'm jealous, man. Like I said, I'm a huge Cat Williams fan, man, so you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, that's really cool that you had the opportunity to get your music featured in such an amazing movie and project.
Right. A lot of people don't know about that, but, you know, actually a nice movie, too, so there y'all go. Check it out. American Bad Boy.
And also, as well, I saw something on the internet about uncut stories narrated by Alabama Kenny. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about that project. And, of course, where can we actually check that out?
Uncut stories, that's kind of like a vlog that I'm about to start. And it'll be on Instagram, IGTV. IGTV and Instagram stories, where I'll be telling all my stories about the industry, my experience in the industry, people who I met, you know, basically. So I got a bunch of industry stories, man, that people won't believe. Wild stuff, man, the good, bad, and the ugly. So I got a lot of them. So, like I said, pre-internet, I can put it like this. Pre-internet, a lot of my fans and a lot of people worldwide didn't get to see what was going on with me. A lot of people heard about me, you know, through different magazines like Murder Dog and magazines like that. But now when the internet era came about, you know, so now I can do what I do. I can show the world who I am. So yeah.
And I gotta say, man, I remember back in the day, you know, picking up one of your first records, man, back in the day, Still Dirty, man. I remember that record. And I always said to myself that, in my personal opinion, you were one of the most underrated just artists out of Alabama, man. Like, you know, you deserve so much more credit than what you got, man. You're talented. You're a producer, and I gotta say, man, Still Dirty is my favorite record from you.
Man, I appreciate that. A lot of people call that record a classic. You know, that's what they say. So I appreciate it. And a little history on Still Dirty. It never was supposed to be my solo album. It was really a compilation album. That's why you get all the features. And due to a song that was on the album, we had to go ahead and put an album out. So that's how it became my solo album. And yeah, a lot of people like that album. I don't listen to it a lot. The last time I listened to it, I did appreciate it. You know, besides the mixing quality, because we were just learning how to mix and all that good stuff like that in the studio. So, but yeah, I like that album too, and I still kind of feel the same way when I listen to it. I still have the same opinions, and I still feel the same way in my heart about a lot of the subject matter that we put on that album. So, I appreciate that.
And I gotta say, my favorite joint from that record, man, I forget what track number it was. I think it was like 3 or 4 or something like that, but it was Long Ways from the Country, man. That was my jam back in the day.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that.
And I also noticed as well, man, while doing the research for this interview, man, that record is actually turned 20 years old, man. And I gotta ask you, man, how does it feel knowing that you actually been doing your thing for 20 plus years and still going strong?
I mean, I'm proud of myself. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. So I'm really proud of myself for even just wanting to do it, still want to do it. But I always wanted it to be fun. Once it stopped being fun, and get too crazy, I'll chill. But I'm feeling it again, so I'm ready to get back in the ring, to tell the truth. So yeah.
Hey man, I gotta say, I'm looking forward to some brand new Alabama Kenny, man. I really am. You know what I mean? I don't think hip hop's ready for it though, man. You know what I mean? I don't think they're ready for it.
Hold on, they gotta be ready. I leave them no choice this time. I leave them no choice. So that's why I'm on the phone with you right now, Immortal. So I'm coming. I've been working on a lot of music, so it's coming.
And also, speaking of new music, man, last month you actually dropped the single Mo Murder. I was wondering, what's the story behind that single? And of course, where can our listeners buy or stream themselves a copy today?
It's on our streaming services now. That song was inspired by UGK. And like I said, I just put a video out talking about the inspiration of that song. I was never really a big UGK fan at first until I heard their song, Murder, on the Riding Dirty album. Once I heard Murder from UGK, that was another proud moment, because I was like, man, these dudes really spitting, and, coming from Texas, they really lyrical. They can get lyrical when they want to. So I was like, okay, let me show them again on Mo Murder that, us guys from the South can really go in with the lyrics. So that was the whole purpose of that song, just being lyrical over a raw beat and, just kind of boasting about being from the South and still having punchlines and shit like that on some hip-hop shit. That's all that was. But it was inspired by UGK, definitely.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening right now and you haven't checked out this joint, make sure you get it, or you will regret it. Because I'm telling you, Alabama Kenny is better than ever. So make sure you get it today.
That's right. That's right. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all check it out. It's on all streaming services right now. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. And be on the lookout for new music. I'm stocked up. I'm ready. I got a lot in the vault, so it's coming.
But I gotta ask you, man, other than, the stuff that's coming out of the vault, what's next for Alabama Kenny? Is there anything I missed during this interview? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote what we still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves?
My single Name Calling. My single Name Calling is up next. It's a song that I kind of been holding on to for a while. It's actually, I don't want to give it away if you haven't heard it. I put it like this. You remember the song by the Genius from Wu-Tang, the label song, when he was naming all the labels? It'll kind of put you in that.
I remember that.
Put me in that category. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as using a lot of MC's names to make one long song, one long verse. So y'all look out for Name Calling, definitely. I'm working on the video right now. It'll be on streaming services soon. Other than that, Uncut Stories. I'm ready to tell my stories pretty much. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So, yeah.
And also, Alabama Kenny, so this is the time in the interview quickly, right before I wrap things up, that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves, just a chance to give shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to. And of course, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can stay updated on everything Alabama Kenny if they're not already doing so.
Okay. Shout out to everybody listening right now, worldwide. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to the U.S., DJ Immortal, Outlaw Radio, Big V Entertainment. Everybody that's been showing love, everybody that's been trying to stay positive, keeping your vibrations and your frequencies up, doing all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now. Much love to y'all. And check me out. Y'all can Google me. Y'all can Google Alabama Kenny. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Alabama Kenny. That's me. Born by a river, raised by a cotton field. That's me.
And I gotta say, Alabama Kenny, thank you so much, man, for years of amazing music and hip-hop, man. You know what I mean? You've been doing your thing for 20-plus years, man, and you're still going strong. So I gotta say thank you for your contribution to hip-hop, and most definitely, man, your future contributions. Because I can already tell that you got a lot of cats in the bag, man, and I can't wait for them cats to get released.
That's what's up. I do. I do, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you giving me this chance, you know what I'm saying, this platform to talk and all that, man. So it's all good.
Hey, man, most definitely.
Yeah. I ain't mean to cut you off. I want to say to Immortal, you be grinding, bro. I be watching you. You be grinding hard as hell. I haven't checked out a lot of videos. I checked out a couple. I know I watched that dad's interview definitely, cause I'm always trying to get game, but I got to catch up, man. You've been interviewing everybody, bro. So keep doing your thing, man, and hopefully we get to build again.
Hey, man, most definitely, you're always welcome on my station. And I just got to say quickly, man, my motto is tomorrow's never promised, man. So, you know what? I love hip-hop so much that I want to be able to document as much of the hip-hop culture as possible. Because, like I said, tomorrow's never promised. So you got to get what you want to do done as much as you can every single day.
Man, that's some true shit. That's some true shit, man. So, you ain't saying that wrong. That's what it is.
It's sad, but it's unfortunately true. But I gotta say, Alabama Kenny, thank you so much again, man, for just giving us our time. Anything you need, man, don't hesitate to reach out. We're connected via Facebook, Instagram. You got my number. You need anything, give me a shout, bro. I got you.
It's all good. I'm gonna catch up to you. Soon. I know you got a lot going, bro. You got a lot going that I gotta be a part of. So I'll be in touch.
Hey, man, most definitely, man. You ring, I'm gonna answer, bro. Thank you so much again.
I appreciate you.
Have yourself a good night.